Hey, you guys, I'm doing yoga, but look, I just found out like the key to life last night, and you have no idea how much I paid to get this information, like with tears and life and money and travel and facing my fears a million times since a year and a half ago when I was here in this land in Turkey. Some of you guys know I went from a size 12 to a size 4. And the women here are like amazed by the transformation because they see the last time I was in Turkey. But besides that, okay, so I was watching this Joe Dispenza video because I am going to this seminar and they wanted me to watch the videos first. And I don't know, anyway. As a psychologist and as a spiritual teacher, my name is Dr. Cheryl Meyer and I am a psychologist, but my passion is to help people navigate through your own spiritual awakening so you don't feel alone and lost and just go around in circles and circles and circles forever, because we can do that if we don't listen to our intuition. This is what was so cool. So all of my knowledge that I've had from being a psychologist all these years, it forms a grid, and then information comes through me, to me, through my consciousness, and I can translate it to you guys. This is why I made the channel, to share healing and knowledge and truth so that you can be free in your life and not be stuck in old patterns. But this is just phenomenal. What I just got is Joe Dispenza was talking about how we're addicted to our old mindset and our old feelings. We're actually addicted to our old feelings. So let's say if I always felt as a child that I was a mistake, or that I'm always doing something wrong, because my dad was always taught that he was always doing something wrong. And so he keeps repeating this feeling that he's doing something wrong. What if he has some kind of dark thing that he does in his life, because he always feels like he's doing something wrong, so he's just always doing that anyway, because or if I had that in my life, like let's say if I drink Diet Coke or something and I always think it's bad for me. I don't, but I don't think it's bad, whatever, but everyone says that. But if I always was doing something and I felt like I'm doing something wrong, it would keep producing that feeling that I had in childhood, is it's wrong for you to be here. You're doing something wrong. You're not measuring up. You don't know how to do this. It would keep reinforcing that old feeling. So Joe Dispenza was talking about how we're addicted to those old feelings. And so we do the same behaviors every day. See, like what I showed with my yoga is, since I left here last time, I committed to doing 5 to 6 days a week of yoga, and I mostly did that most every week, since then. And it's created all this muscle, and what it's done is, because I did that, I was committing to myself in a different way. So naturally it would produce a different feeling and a different response. Just like if the weather got cold or something in a tropical area, the animals would learn to adapt, because it would create a different response for them. Like their bodies would have to create a different way to adapt. The same goes with when you choose to do different behaviors, you're going to have different emotions. But I've taught this so many times before in my videos, is we stay with what's familiar. Familiar is family. I was just telling someone this yesterday on the Facebook group I'm in. Familiar is family. We stay with our family of origin, with that feeling that they kept giving us, because that feels like home, and it's not. And again, I've talked about this before. It's like, why be loyal to a bad feeling? Why be loyal? What Joe Dispenza was explaining was that your body is then living as if it's constantly in the past. That was your past, and you're constantly giving it food to mimic the past, and then you feel that way, and you keep perpetuating that old crummy feeling, that you never have to have anymore, ever again. I am so committed to this. And I've already been working and working and working up towards it by teaching and by learning myself that I am not my thoughts. And so I've been learning how to detach from my thoughts. I am this conscious awareness. It's like Teresa of Avila says that Christ has no body now but ours, no hands now but yours, St. Teresa of Avila. So you are this consciousness, you are this. Love flows through you to other people. But if we're stuck in these old mind patterns, this is why your mind can't get you out of this. This is why I teach how to awaken and follow your intuition, because your intuition is the soul thing. And I usually use a bottle cap because I only have one hand usually, but it's like if I put a bottle cap here and oh, here, I've got this might be like some really cool stone or something, but that's just your mind, and this is your consciousness, and your mind thinks that's all there is. And so if your mind keeps trying to solve a mind problem, it's like Einstein says, you'll never find a solution for something with the same thing that created that problem. You have to get back to your soul, to consciousness, to find a higher solution, to get out of that. And then you learn to stop reinforcing. If I kept drinking Coke and kept feeling bad all the time, every time I would drink it, then it would keep making me feel like I was a mistake and I'm always doing something wrong, because I'm cultivating that feeling. Now, if I stopped going to an addiction or something, or I stopped trying to make myself feel guilty, now we can suppress our guilt and then have a hardened heart. That's something different, like our consciousness will tell us if we're hurting someone or if we're not being loving. And it's important to listen to that and course correct and be love, because that's who you are. So you want to align with that. The more aligned you are, the more everything flows through you and flows in you. And it's just how you'll become as you let go of those. But if I let go of drinking that, and then I keep if I start feeling great and not feeling like a mistake and not feeling like I'm doing something wrong, then it's unfamiliar to me, and I don't know how to be comfortable. And so it's just getting through the pain of being uncomfortable because I'm in an unfamiliar environment. I used to say this to my clients all the time. It's like if someone gave you a bag of $1 million, like justly earned money, and a suitcase and a ticket to Paris, you wouldn't say, oh no, I can't go because I don't know what it's like to have $1 million cash and I don't know what it's like to live in Paris. You'd be like, all right, let's go. But we think we would, but we're afraid of the unfamiliar. It's unlike our family of origin, but it's the only way we're going to heal these old things, by learning how to let go of those addictive emotions. And then you give your body a different experience and you just feel love all the time. I'll talk more about this later. Much love.